Bam! What is up with the squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building. I got Coach Rowe. Y'all know what it is now. Joining the conversation. Presented by Cess Talk Sports. Coach Rowe, what's happening, man?
We are back. We are Talk Sports. We Cess Talk Sports. Thursday morning. We back on live. We back on live. What's up, everybody? Coach Rowe, take the L leadership, strength-based leadership, Cess Talk Sports forever. Let's go. See, just let y'all know, ain't nothing in no cup. This is how I am all the time. You heard me?
Yeah, we've been looking for you, homie.
Jersey.
We've been looking for you, homie. You should have been showed up, shouldn't you?
As you know, offline, I talked about some obligations I had where I had to consult with my constituents.
Yeah, whatever. Brothers. We don't want to hear that.
Out-of-town trip, as you know. So you all know I never duck any hookah. You know,
we're gonna find out. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, fam? What is good? What is good? Coach, you do eat duck and hookah. Don't do that. Listen. We're gonna talk some hoops. We're gonna put him on the what the hell? What up though? 6 a.m.
What up?
Joining the conversation show.
That's
you know
right.
What it is. MJ, what's happening, man? We talking some hoops. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start with your Liberty, right? They clinched, but they look lost. The Liberty clinched, but they look lost. Okay, so let's talk about it. Look, New York, they in the playoffs, coach. I understand that. Listen, and don't. They didn't get there on their own terms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me either. I ain't been to bed yet either, MJ. Don't worry. I ain't been to bed yet either. I'm here for it. I got 7 shows today, so let's knock them down. Let's go. They lost 66-58 to go to State to clinch. You heard me? They lost 66-58 to go to State. I think that was the score to clinch. They lost to clinch. But okay, that's 4 losses in 6 games. Stewie called it frustrating. She said it wasn't championship basketball. Rondello said the chemistry ain't there with all the injuries. Enescu, the missed 3 straight. Sabley's out. They done run through 16 starting lineups. 26 in the second quarter they gave up. The defense, they collapsed around this thing. They couldn't buy a 3. For the defending champs, this ain't the way that you enter the postseason, homie. Clinton should be a celebration. Why does this feel like more of a warning sign for y'all? Talk to me.
So you said a couple of things. I'd rather them have this type of stretch now before the playoffs. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not worried about how they play, but I am confident that when the playoffs start, there are some things that I've seen. We saw JJ regress to her old ways of shooting that 3 ball too much. I noticed this last game I watched on the replay. My concern for JJ was the way she was being handled down low. Even when she did go down there, she just wasn't effective. That's one of my concerns. But moving forward, I am still if the positioning stay the way it is, I have no doubt in my mind that New York will beat Phoenix in the first round. They're going to figure out there's a few tweaks. When you can see the tweaks that need to be made, there's to me a way to adjust in the playoffs. Playoff ball is different from regular season. Stewie's presence coming back. I know she's been back now, I want to say, for 5 or 6 games. I've seen the difference, even though they did lose 4 of those games, like you mentioned, but there has been a difference. And I just think that the focus has to be on the defensive side of the ball. That's where they're losing a lot of the chemistry that Bandello spoke about. Watched a couple of the post interviews. I didn't even like the energy in the post interviews. I do think that I Am That's Cool is going to be one of the most important pieces. And when I say that, I'm talking about buying in to the role now of catch and shoot. You're not going to be the person that's coming down coast to coast, pulling up for threes. You have to move around in that offense. And you have to find ways to score. Johannes, you got to stop taking the out of rhythm 3-pointers. I've noticed that in the games they lost. And it's like every time they go in, I'm like, that's a bad shot. I don't like the shot selection. Even though a lot of Johannes' threes go in, that fading to the left, shooting off 1 foot, those aren't going to work in the playoffs. You got to find that balance. But again, Stewie's back. They look better than they did 10 games ago. I'm not afraid of this first round matchup. I think they'll pull it together, be a close series. But I have New York. Well, it looks like they will stay this way pretty much. We got 4 games left. It can happen. That's my. I'm not going to be redundant and repeat any of the things that you said or some of the things that I've heard about as far as like what the problems are. But those are all valid.
So you still trust the Liberty to flip the switch at playoff time?
Yes, I do. I think this is grounds that they haven't been on. Meaning, you're the defending champs,
right?
This is you've never been here before. Where it's like, okay, what are you gonna do, champs? What you gonna do, defending champs? This is a learning process, and I think it was bad timing with some of the injuries. But hey, next player up. No excuse. They did not perform well when Stewie was out. I mean, even their losses, it wasn't a competitive game. Hence the reason why Stewie went off. Why Bondello looks like, hey, I'm gonna keep switching up the lineups. Now I'll be honest with you, that surprises me with all of the flipping of the lineups. Almost like Bondello was panicking. Yeah.
MJ got Stewie's gonna force JJ more to the post on offense, and the defense should shape up once Stewie is fully integrated. Yeah, we're gonna see how much of this is how much are the injuries? Is it injuries versus lack of chemistry really driving the slump?
That's a great question. I'm gonna say the lack of chemistry is due to the injuries. Now look,
okay. So you think it's a cause and effect? Okay,
love the chat fam, but you all, I hate to say I told you so, but one of our earlier shows, Run It Back, we got receipts. I was asked, how many games are the Liberty going to lose? I said they'll probably lose 14 to 16 games. Wow, that's a lot of games. Why? I said because the only thing that can get them there is if they have injuries. They have significant injuries, 2 significant injuries to their 2 best players. First JJ, then Stewie. New York,
Coach Ro.
Huh?
That's fine. But the last time we seen you told us that New York and Seattle was going to win. So clip that and go back and see if I'm not on a live going looking for Coach Ro, looking for Coach Ro. Yeah.
Wait. You mean going to win those nights? You mean those nights?
Yeah, they got blew out. Looking for Coach Ro, Coach Ro. Last time I saw you was up here bragging.
Which time? Because the Liberty lost 2 in a row. Which time are you talking about?
So when Seattle and New York lost back to back, they lost to Clinch and Seattle lost to LA. I was looking for you both days, looking for Coach Ro. Yeah, remember? Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Okay, no. All jokes aside, because I want to get to some other stuff. I want to get to some other stuff here. What are there any specific changes that you're going to make to get Stewie and the squad rolling?
Yes, I think the change is going to be Miesemann is going to get more clock with Stewie together. I think that's going to be because here's the thing with Johannes. I like Johannes, but it's almost like what I've noticed about Johannes. She has one of those. I can give it to you on offense or defense. I haven't seen a balanced performance from her on both sides of the ball consistently. For several games. So I think that's and then even with Phoebe has stepped up her defense, but now it's almost like because Stewie's back, she's getting shy on shooting the ball, which is like that's something she has to be kind of like you got to get used to that. You got to figure that out. So I think Miesemann being in there, more of a veteran presence. So I'm having IMS Cool, Cloud, JJ, Miesemann, and Stewie. You have a bigger lineup. Now I do understand you could lose some size, especially with Sabali being out, but that's a big lineup. That's a big lineup for New York. And I think that that's something that they're going to have against Phoenix. That's my starting five. That may not be the starting five that Mondello goes with, but that will be my starting five because you have to try to match the size of Phoenix.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we're gonna see. Hey, you pretty sure it's gonna be Phoenix? All right, listen. Okay.
Well, yeah. If it, I don't see a whole lot of
I
movement.
hope it ain't Phoenix first for y'all. I hope that y'all figure out a way to try to get to the dream. Maybe.
I would love to have a dream. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope y'all figure out a way to get there.
Yeah, I would love to have a dream.
I really don't think y'all want. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't want to see y'all up against either one of them right now. Not the way y'all look, but because I'm really looking forward to sending y'all to the crib from the finals. But it's all right. It's all right. Whichever way it play out for y'all. But you also was talking about your Skylar Jess Diggins.
Yeah.
Skylar Jess Diggins. They kind of they had a loss to Sting. They were up 17. That's the game. Now looking for control. It was up 17.
So
in the third, and they were still up 8 with 6 minutes left. That's this the real thing that bothered me. And then they scored 5 points for the rest of the way and lost 91-85 at the crib. At the crib is what's bothering me. Okay.
Yeah, that was a bad loss.
Dominated by Hamby.
Yeah.
27-11. Where Kid dropped 23 on y'all. Seattle I melted down. I mean, clunkiness. I mean, just melted down. Skylar just niggas. Neka Agumke both dropped 21. Agumke said it. We relaxed. Come on, man. They threes went cold. 0 for 7 in the fourth. When was y'all gonna stop shooting them things?
So interior
defense. Hey, Malunga.
Yeah.
Gave up 60 in the paint.
Yeah.
Now behind Golden State. 2 games left. Playoff spot ain't guaranteed, man. What's the bigger red flag here? Late game collapse or lack of interior defense? Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Yeah.
And then, it's question, please. Let's go.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that. So here's the thing. What happened to them in that last game versus the Sparks is what they did to who was that? To Minnesota. LA, and I'm just gonna say this. To me, LA for the past 5 games, even though they haven't won all of them, they've been playing like, look, we want to make the playoffs. Every game is big for us. Like we came here to win. They went out
there and lost last night. What they need to win. So got me hot.
but the effort though, all of their games, like they haven't been blown out. What? Their games.
Here's the thing. Here's my problem. Not blown out, and I'm not gonna switch the topic to the Sparks, but you couldn't beat Atlanta without Alicia Gray. And you want to go to the playoffs? Stop playing. So okay, but let's go. Late game.
Here's the thing with Seattle. It's both. It's definitely the interior defense. That's the first problem. Dominique is doing well. She's doing very good. I like the lineup with Dominique and Ezzy, but when you do that, now you're almost in there with 3 guards and it seems like that's the clunkiness. That's where the clunkiness comes in because I've seen lineups that have Ezzy, Dominique, Sykes, Skylar, and Wheeler, and I'm like, if they're not clicking, throw Gabby in instead of Wheeler. You still are looking at like 3 guards. And yes, I know I didn't say Neka because to me they have a lineup that when they say, okay, let's go, that's the go lineup to me. If you notice.
Yeah, but let's talk about Malone getting this interior defense.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Malone ain't got enough weight right now. Malone,
exactly.
Malone just gonna catch a ride to the playoffs and games slow down. Brianna Jones, Malone, you just gonna catch a ride to come on with me here. You just get on my hip.
No, I agree.
Just gonna catch a ride to the rim. So I don't know if that's the plan. Well, I think you got to have Neck on the floor for the defense in some of these situations, especially against some of these playoff teams. I don't. You can run out there with a Ezzy and a Malonga against a Parker Tyus and a Asia if you want to.
Well, but it's almost like this. Like I stand on what I say. I said
you know what to do. We let you stand there.
Seattle. This is the worst. If they stay matched up with Vegas, this is the worst possible first round matchup they could have. there won't be much of a change from last year when they played them. This is probably the worst matchup that they could have in the first round. To play against Vegas in the first round, they're playing against a team that does everything, all of their shortcomings. Vegas is like, these are their strengths. Interior defense. And now with their perimeter clicking the way it's been clicking, this is a nightmare matchup. I'm not going to sit here and play around with that. I'm not even going to sit here and insult anybody's intelligence saying, well, yeah, Seattle can beat them, because even though I like the Storm, I don't see it. If they stay matched up with Vegas, the way they're playing now, the way things are going, this is the nightmare matchup in the first round.
What? Noel Quinn went and saw Pepper like Barack when he hit the White House.
Wait, what?
I said Noel went and salt and pepper up there like Barack when he hit the White House. Bro, have you noticed?
Look, I told
you stressed out over there. Bro.
I told you at the beginning, Noel Quinn will not be the coach. At the end of the season, unfortunate, but okay. He will not be the coach. Matter of fact, as soon as they get put out, if they play Vegas, as soon as they get put out, you're gonna see the announcement slide across the bottom of the screen. She's out.
Let's talk. I hear you. Let's talk about Rakia Benahooper for a second, and LA and the adjustment they made. How much credit do you get for the adjustment they made with that small lineup and Rakia at the 4?
So here's where I'd be a little biased.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give them any credit. They should have been doing this. We've been screaming for this from day one. Get the ball in the young lady's hands. She's a unique player that came to the league with a midi, which is very rare, that has a skill set. It's almost like they never gave her a chance to figure it out.
I ain't going front. I saw Rakia 1 through 3. I really didn't see her like at a 4 against an Asian. You know what I mean? But you can in some situations. But I was a little surprised.
But she's a unique player. Like, she has a feel for the game that we haven't seen in years. Have you noticed how immediately when she has the size on her player, she goes straight to the block? She goes straight to the block. Like, and if they gave her the ball more times when she went to the block, she probably her average would increase by like 4 points. As soon as they say, oh, okay, we're gonna switch and put a guard on you, she goes straight down low, ready to post. And they'll look past it a lot because they're already driving to go into the rim. But I don't give them a lot of credit for that. And I'm sorry. They should have been did this. I think if they had made this change early in the season, they would be well into the playoffs right now. Rakia Jackson should be the focal point on the team. She's the focal point on this team. Being
the focal point is one thing. Being the 4 is something else. Again, they couldn't beat the Dream today without Alicia Gray. So there is that.
Well, okay. I know this is okay. Ryan Howard is back, meaning the stat stuffing, unpredictable player that she is. I think she had 19 last night, something like that. But she's such a skilled player when she has her head in the game. That was one of the biggest problems for the Sparks in that game. That was one of the biggest problems. Like, how do you match up with that? And so those are the things they have to figure out when they put her at the 4. I mean, I get it. I think the Sparks are saying, hey, look, match up against us. Forget about us matching up with you. You got to match up against us. Put your 4 on Rakia and let's see what she does to him. She can go around him. She get her shot off real quick. She can shoot right over him. But this is what happens when it backfires. Like you said, without in my opinion, second or third ranked MVP candidate, Alicia Gray, they should have won this game. No excuse. They needed this game and they lost it. You know, it's almost like Atlanta was giving them an alley-oop to go ahead and win this game sitting with Alicia being out. And they didn't take advantage of it. They didn't take care of business. So welcome to the WNBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You said Howard equals no steals. Yeah, no steals. Eesh. Run them likes up for us. Please hit the like and the share. They both right there. If it's your first time here, good morning. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell. Do not miss the next drop. Welcome. So, Skylar and Nneka put up some numbers, but are they carrying too much of the load at times, or what do you think's going on here?
No, this is how their team is built. Who else is going to carry the load? I mean, there's no one else, and they're bringing along Dominique. But like you said, like we both said, you got to bring a little more weight to this party, to this scale, to play the way the matchup that they're putting you in. No, I don't think so. I think they live and die by Skylar, and NECA. This is how it's been, and this is the problem with the team. They waited until after half of the season to start featuring Dominique. They should have did this from the beginning. This is your top ranked pick. You had no one else to go to. Clearly, there was a disgruntledness with Ezzy. I think when Dominique came, they had a talk with Ezzy and said, "Hey, we're going to have her in here." And Ezzy said, "Yeah, right, I'm gonna walk." And they didn't put her in right away. Notice Dominique wasn't getting in like that.
Dom wasn't ready when she first got here. Dom wasn't ready when she first got here.
Oh no, I agree, but I'm saying, what did you have to lose? What did you have to lose to bring her along more than you did? So I mean, that's. But no, I don't think it's too much. This is what the Storm have been doing.
So you got them bouncing back and locking up a playoff spot, or they missing the playoffs?
I have them literally doing a trust fall and landing potentially at the 8th spot. They'll still make it based off of other teams losing, like LA doing them favors. I think that's how they make it. I think LA, has more issues with their games and they stumble in there. They got 3 games left? 2 games left.
LA got how many games left? 5?
I think LA got 4 or 5. Let me see. And we called out LA's games. Well, I need to look at their games. Let's see. LA. So they go back to Atlanta again. Dallas comes to them. They go to Phoenix. I don't think Vegas is going to care about going to LA on the last game of the season. So, but I still would say
if we haven't locked up the number 2 seed, it'll matter.
1, 2, 3, 4 of these 4 games, they might be able to get 2. They might be able to get 2. They might bounce back tonight against Atlanta, and I think they'll get a win with Dallas. But other than that, I don't think they'll go to Phoenix even if they sat 2 of their stars in Phoenix. I don't think they can beat Phoenix. And then if Vegas cares, I don't think they'll win that game. But Vegas is going to LA. They might really be in chill mode by then. Like, hey, we relaxing. We got our number 2 seed locked up. Why would we even fight? So that was a long way to answer. I think Seattle stumbles in, and I want to say they own the tiebreak against the Sparks. I think Seattle stumbles in. They barely make it. What's up, Banji,
baby? Good morning. What's happening, fam? Let's show some love to the Golden State Valks, man. Defying the odds. This run is something special. I mean, it's historical. Mm-hmm. I don't know where it's going, right? I mean, I don't know where it's going, right? No, the first season ever, no superstar. Mm-hmm. Kayla Thornton lost to injury. They're still 6th after going 8-5 in August. Mm-hmm. And it's really, and it's a trip because Nikase it's actually the culture, and Nikase has built the culture pretty quickly, And her, so I was checking her out. Her resume goes from like Germany to Tokyo to the Clippers to the Aces championship bench to where she's at right now. And mm-hmm. the identity, I talk a lot about the defense, but it's the balance of the team.
Yes.
It's the balance. So you got Burton, you got Hayes, you got Xanta Lucini, you got Salone, you got me here. Yeah. Kate Martin goes on heaters. But you have those players I mentioned first, all scoring in double digits. You got 10 players rebounding between 3 and 7 a night.
Yep.
It's system ball.
Yep.
It's no hero ball there, and it's working. It is working.
Yes.
So how rare is it for an expansion team to be this good this fast?
It's very rare. But I think you called it earlier that we had a pretty lengthy discussion about the Valks, and it had to be pointed out that they inherited some players that are some go-getters. I mean, they have some players that they didn't come here. They're not green. They're not new to the game. They came in, they huddled up and said, look, hey, we were the players that they didn't want to protect. Let's go. We about to show everybody, what time it is now. I don't think anybody expected, like you said, on paper. Here's the problem. Here's the challenge that the Valks give everybody. Like you said, they have 8 players that are pretty much in their regular rotation, okay? But they're so interchangeable. And I look at the minutes. The minutes are so close as far as like productivity. It's almost like this coach has figured out exactly where her players can be effective. And it's almost like they know their window. They know their lane. But the biggest piece, I think, which separates the Valks from a lot of teams, they trust each other, like you said. You open for a 3, shoot it. they like shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got the open shot, clearly it's green light. But it's kind of hard to describe. It's not a reckless green light. It's like in the flow of their offense, it's almost like, hey, look, you can see in practice, they probably like, hey, you open, shoot the ball. Like, we got you. And when you mix that with the downhill of their guards, that's really where they hurt people. I mean, Burton is showing people, hey, look. I mean, look at this stat line she put up against the Liberty. 9 rebounds, 9 assists from the point guard spot. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. That's a point guard. That is the epitome of a point guard. And what I notice about Burton is Burton does not give up that dribble when she doesn't have to. She keep that dribble. She keep her head up, pinpoint passes. I can't pronounce the young lady's name. I call her T. You know what I'm talking about. Fact. Could you pronounce her last name? I can't pronounce her last name.
Fact Bentley?
Yeah.
Team Fact Bentley? Political Lil, what's up? Good morning, fam.
Good morning,
what's for breakfast? I ain't even, me and MJ ain't even been asleep yet. Coach up eating breakfast and drinking coffee. The culture and the investment that was made in the infrastructure, Valks are the blueprint for the success from the front office to the court.
Absolutely.
No, see, can it be duplicated though? Like I said, I think a lot of what Golden State has as far as like the success in their recipe for success is that they're attached to an organization that's done it so recently and with the system, right?
Good point.
Steve Kerr, we talk about it all the time. He wins with the system and he wins with the people that are around him and not really so much with this brilliant basketball mind that he has. He has great people around him that collaborate to a win, right? And I'm not saying that that's the same for Natalie. I'm just saying that that's what the Valks are tied to. So it's they've really figured out a great mix of analytics and eye test, and just like pure, just balls to the wall heart. You say, I believe in you, Valks. Chi, good energy. What's happening? Hardest working people in the game. Get your grind and your shine. You hear me?
Hey,
These are all work at what 6 tonight. Okay, Chi, that's what I'm talking about. What you got, Coach?
I think that the Valks are going to change the way every other team chooses the players that they protect. They're watching this saying, "Oh, wait a minute."
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me say this. It's not. I want to. Who's going to get protected doesn't really change. It right. Like I'm just going to be honest. Who gets protected doesn't really change, unless you've got a really stellar, or a star or somebody that you really want to keep on your team and develop. That's at the end of your bench. The teams are gonna protect 1 through 6. Maybe they skip 6 and protect 7 or something, depending on age. Some of these teams are going to be in a situation where they're going to be able to kind of protect maybe 8 deep into their roster because they'll have players that can't be court, that can't be picked up in the expansion. So just by default, in the way that they selected their team, but for the most part, it's 1 through 6 that get protected. If it's only going to be 6 that they protect, and it's 7 through 12 that gets picked up. Here's the thing. I think that we need to take the negative connotation off of you're not protected, right? You're not protected. You're not protected doesn't mean that you're not wanted. It means that I had 6 spots. My mama said I could invite 5 people. Only 4 people can fit in my car. Okay, that's it. I'm having a birthday party. I would love for you to come, but my mama said if it ain't a seatbelt for you, you can't ride. That's it. That's it. We ain't got no more parents coming on a field trip. That's it. So we got to take the negative connotation off of you didn't get protected. A lot of people don't get protected, right? But here's the thing.
I like that.
But here's the thing about the not protected. They thought enough about I could have anybody out of all of these people and these are the 12 that I took. So they were willing to take a risk on me. It's not so much that, oh man, I got the trash. Stop looking at that like it's the trash. You get the trash. First of all, especially with this league right here, there are 156 spots. We're right now crying about at least 60 players that we think should be in the league right now. So regardless of what you think of people, they may not be superstars, but there's not really any trash in the league. There may be people that are used incorrectly. There are people that are in bad systems. There are people that are with coaches that don't know how to use them. But there's no trash in the league. And the reason that I can tell you that is because if Dallas was healthy right now, if Ty Harris was healthy right now, Dallas is in the playoffs, right? If Connecticut stays healthy all year, they're knocking at the door to be at 8. So we got to get the negative connotation off of the unprotected. So call it something else. Available to have a stretch opportunity. I don't know what you call it, but it's not a negative thing, right?
Free to negotiate, free availability to other organizations.
Yeah, it's something else that's there because it's not a negative thing, right? You look at Kayla Thornton. Kayla Thornton went from a championship team to taking that experience and then having a team that she came out and set a tone with, right?
Right.
That even after she got hurt, that continued, right? And a lot of this is about what Nakaze was able to do, but also this is about what was the level set expectation that Kayla Thornton came into the season with, and how did she lead the charge, right? So now everybody steps up behind that. Billings steps up. Okay, y'all, you down? Burton is up.
Hey, hold on, Cess.
Go ahead.
I need a wrench to get busy right now. You never seen me go out on a tangent, but we're not doing this. I'm not even gonna give you the shine you want. Get them out of here. Continue, Cess.
It may not even be a wrench in here right now. Right. For how early it is, but we not. This is early morning. You gotta be able to deal with that.
Yeah. So, okay. Here's a question for you. With the remaining teams, who do you think has the best chance of duplicating the Valks between Portland, Detroit, or Cleveland? Who do you think has the best chance to duplicate? It's a copycat league. Who's going to?
I have no idea. I have no idea because we have no idea who they're bringing in. So I can't even. I couldn't even tell you. We have no idea who they're bringing in or how they bringing it in. I haven't even thought about that.
I'm gonna go with
Detroit. Some of them aren't even gonna be playing basketball for 5 years. So this league and the CBA and everything is gonna look totally different. So I have no idea.
I'm gonna go with Detroit, and I know that's easy because people say that'll be a homer pick, but let me tell you why. I'm gonna go with Detroit just because they've been there. They've had success. They've won a championship, and they're sitting back watching. Like you said, there's a lot of different changes. The landscape won't be the same. How to move, how to maneuver, like even down to the coach. I think there'll be some very calculated moves that the Shock will make to put them in a position to bring in a great product. I see dollar sign says Portland because they're already taking Valks people. Oh, hey, that's a great point. That's a great point because it starts in the front office. Manji Bay, the coaching staff is make or break. The new teams could bring in a Natalie or a Tyler. Yeah, but I think the structure of it, the product, I think I'm gonna go with the Shock. I think they're gonna be ready. As far as like they know what some of the things what not to do. Yeah. I'm talking about the Shock. MJ Lover. Would it be funny if Money Martin won an NBA championship before Kate? Wow, that would be a story. Hey. 313. I can't wait. It's a beautiful thing. That's right.
I think Kate had a chance last year. We talked about Kate potentially having a chance to win the championship. So we'll see how that goes. But what do you want to see from the expansion teams? What do you want to see? What do you want to see from the expansion teams? How do you think they should attack?
I think that each expansion team, they're going to go for identity. How many times have we talked about, like, well, what's the identity of the team? I think I want to see each team say, hey, look, we're going to be defensive stoppers or we're going to outscore people. I think the teams are going to have that in mind when they, like, start building their team instead of just like, hey, just let's compile a bunch of talent. That's what I want to see. Like you figure some of you'll see some instant blue collar teams. Like, hey, we getting everybody on our team that we think can lock people down. Might not be the highest scoring, but we're gonna lock you down. And then you have other teams where it's like, hey, you got to keep up with us, with the scoring. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think. That's what I like to see from some of the teams. And better opportunities for the players, better endorsements, better spaces, better gyms, better accommodations. That's what I'd like to see from all of the teams, all the expansion teams. And we'll be right next door to one of them. So I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Take a road trip, check out some, what was it, the Rockers? Check out some Rockers. Kate has been in good situations, quality organizations, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, identity first, great assets, better facility. Yeah, that's I think all of the issues that we're seeing now, hopefully the expansion teams are taking note and they'll try their best not to make those same mistakes. Because it's about the comfort level of the players, making a place for players that they want to be there. I'm not now look, geographically, of course, you see some places where it's like, why would you go to the Midwest as opposed if you have an opportunity to do the West Coast? I understand that. I get it. But you have, the accommodations can attract people to come play for you. How you treat your players can attract people to come play for you. So, no, but the Aces is Asia Wilson team. The Valkyries is a great team effort with a great coach. I'm rooting for the underdog. Identity helped the Valks big time. They don't give up on any play. And Kate Martin said that at the beginning. Yeah, exactly. So it'll be the most interesting piece will be the coaches that are chosen for these players. I mean, for these teams. I think that's the biggest piece. That goes a long way. The Valks coach surprised me, doing a phenomenal job with the Valks. The way she handles herself, the way she engaged with the team, I think she's, pretty much setting the standard for how an expansion coach should come in. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Very excited about that.
Hey, pop up, Bob. What's happening? The Beach Boy, you asked him why we ignored your comment because you ain't said nothing. You ain't in the right spot for that. You can move around. We'll help you out.
Ooh, good question, Political Lil. Thinking like, I don't know. I mean, the way a lot of the legends coaching, legends talking like they don't want to coach. They're like, I want to sit back and watch and be a spectator to this product, to these players out here. That's what it seems like to me. So
I mean, what legend do y'all think should be cut? I mean, should be coaching.
Good question.
And then Beach Boy, like your question, it don't have shit to do with what we talking about. So I mean, if you want, we talking women's hoops. If you want to talk about that, talk about that. Otherwise, hey, it's another chat for you. Move around. Here's the thing: wanting to coach and being able to coach is two different things.
Yeah.
Does she have a resume that says she should coach? Y'all like, hell yeah, Lisa Leslie. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why. Tell me, what is it on her resume that says that she should coach? I think that she's a great player. I think she does great player development. I don't think that she has a resume that says, yeah, man, she needs to go in there and be a head coach of the WNBA team. If Lisa wants to coach, then let's do some coaching. But just walk in and be a first-year head coach at a WNBA team, no, we've seen enough of that. Yeah, so for me, it's like, hey, let's get a plan. Let's get a career path. Because you can't play basketball before because you want to. Let's not do that. Big three, I get it. And y'all say, hey, she won the championship with the big three. That's cool. That's cool. But we are now talking about 5-on-5 basketball. We saw what happened with Teresa Witherspoon. We saw, you know what I'm saying? We saw what happened with, we're seeing what's happening with Tyler. So you can be successful and you can't. But I think that if she wants to be, she coached the big three to a championship. Okay. You can say that the Wings got a yoga teacher as a coach, but when you pull up his resume, you can also see that he got stops as an assistant coach. Now, I'm not saying that they hired the best coach, but they hired somebody with some assistants. But just playing in the league don't mean that you can coach. Ask Cheryl Swoops. Just because you good at something don't mean that you can coach it. If that's where you at, grab an assistant job.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's more to coaching than just X's and O's now in the WNBA.
Well,
now.
Lisa Leslie is a legend.
Yeah.
Lisa Leslie work ethic is outstanding. I'm not saying she can't, but I'm sick of people just being like, yo, hey, Lisa wanted to, so let her. Why? Oh, what? Where Tolliver at? I think some legends will be really great in the front office. I think it's some great places for legends to be in this league. Ambassadors, growing the brand globally, building partnerships, collaborating with other businesses. But
well, I think the legends, like you said, should lead the way in like increasing the pay for the players. I think that's where the legends would do the most good for the league. Champion that. And I know that's a tough position because you didn't make that money, but you know, as holding the weight of your credentials, that would kind of help as far as like, hey, equal play, you know, or getting more money for the players. That's where I think the legends would have the most impact.
You said let Reddit tell that he got an opportunity with no coaching experience. I mean, we could say that, but dude also got like 10 years. You know, like we could say that he also got 10 years. Like, I'm not for this. They just want to. I'm not buying into that. What does your resume say you can? They're a demeanor that a coach should have. Understanding players. The NBA always hires ex-players as coaches and assistant coaches. How many former NBA players have won championships as head coaches? That was superstars. That's
a good question.
I'm not talking about Phil Jackson was kind of on the team. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about superstars. How many superstars have won championships as head coaches?
I can't think of any. And the closest, you know what? The closest for my generation, I'm thinking of would be Larry Bird. The closest.
Larry Bird broke Paul George. Don't tell me anything else about Larry Bird.
But still, I'm talking about as far as him being a legend.
Yeah,
he made it to the finals. I forgot his name. Won a championship with Cleveland.
Here's the thing. The fact that you forgot that one name that won a championship in Cleveland tells me that ain't the way to go. If that was the way to go, you'd have been like Larry and David and Eric and JJ and what? Come on.
And you better not be talking about the coach from Russia.
Y'all like, what's that one dude name?
Right.
That's a one-off. That's a one-off.
Yeah, but politically, like you said, was close. Nobody's ever made it to the top of that mountain.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
You got one former player. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. No, but he was a former player. I get it. But my point is, for all of the former players that they've hired as head coaches, first of all, how many of them have been superstars? Lisa Leslie is a Hall of Famer, a legend, a champion in this league, was a face of the league. How many faces of this league, how many faces of the NBA went on to coach teams and are champion head coaches as well? Because that's what y'all telling me right now. Hey, Cess, this is the recipe we need to go with. Why? That shit only work one time. And matter of fact, it didn't even work good enough for you to even remember their name. You was like, what's his name? You know, what's his name? What's his name now? Whatchamacallit? What?
The dude, the lady, the person.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, I haven't. I can't answer that question. I don't know of any.
Yeah, act like that was the Bush's baked beans recipe or something. Like, them
Bush's baked
coaches.
Beans? What?
If you got to snap to remember his name, he ain't no legend. Thank you, Benji, baby. David Ruffin. You understand?
Every made a star cannot transfer.
And everything, just because you're good at something don't mean that you can teach something.
Yeah. Like I said.
And I'm not saying that Lisa Leslie wouldn't be successful, but I keep wondering what it is that about her that y'all keep seeing is like, yeah, Lisa, what is it? Because everything that I see from Lisa says, hey, I wish that you would continue to develop these bigs like you are, because after they spend some time with you, they're different.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa is a great person. It's subjective. And just like Michael being an asshole, that's subjective. See, everybody ain't for everybody. And so you could say that Michael Jordan is an asshole, but what they said, what the people said on the Last Dance was that they needed him to be who he was to get them to where they went. And so see, every player doesn't take the same type of leader. Y'all so quick to want to box shit up. Michael Jordan was successful with the players that was around him because they needed that type of leadership to get the best out of them. LeBron, the players that LeBron played with, they wouldn't be successful with a Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wouldn't win 6 championships with LeBron's teams. You know why? Because LeBron's teams, those dudes don't respond to that type of leadership. They respond to the leadership that LeBron gives. His arm around your shoulder. What's going on, little bro? Let me help you. Michael ain't that. Y'all heard how many times Michael called people on Last Dance?
But then too, demeanor may change.
But you can't say that that both of them didn't define a strategy and have a path that got them to success. Some people would tell you that some people would think Michael was more successful.
But let's see.
Tyronn Lue. I asked Tyronn Lue. Here, listen to the question. Superstar. Tyronn Lue was a superstar. The most famous thing Tyronn Lue did as a player was getting stepped over by Allen Iverson. Other than that, tell me your favorite Tyronn Lue moment.
Yeah. What did he tell him? Get in the game, dude. I was like, get in the game. Did
all of that and probably add to Google to come up with Tyronn Lue. That ain't no superstar.
But getting back to that one point about demeanor, the demeanor may change in a situation of being a coach. That's my rebuttal to that. You know, somebody that may have been viewed as, not able to get along or a certain way, that demeanor may change as a coach. Or that person that was a nice person to get along with, that demeanor may change.
Here you go with the grandparent syndrome. They want to be everything they wasn't when they was a parent this time around. Stop it, man. Stop it. Yeah, hey, come on, y'all. Tyronn Lue, y'all done go Tyronn Lue for a superstar win championship. It's got to be before 7:00 in the morning. Good morning, hello, Tyronn Lue. Oh man, no,
that's funny.
No, I got real quick before we got here. Let's talk. Lynx Aces got a heavyweight clash coming up. This is the one we waiting on. Minnesota got the best league, got the best record. They keep trying to convince us that Collier's an MVP and everything. Which supporting cast do you trust more? McBride, Williams, or Heidemann, or Young and Gray?
Young and Gray.
Asia versus Collier. Who has the MVP edge right now?
Asia.
Why has Minnesota been able to find success against Vegas this year?
It was their system early on, and Vegas had nothing figured out. The only thing Vegas knew was that Asia was the best player in the WNBA, and it clearly showed. That nobody was doing nothing. We had several shows, several topics on that. Everybody was lost, bumping into each other. They didn't know what they was doing out there.
If this is a finals preview, who feels more ready to raise the trophy today?
Vegas. Vegas has been on a heater, and the way they've been winning. So yeah, I would say Vegas. That's an easy one for me.
So, I mean, the Liberty, they limping but still alive. Seattle sliding at the wrong time. Golden State's making history, and Minnesota and Vegas. We hope we want that to be everything we hope for. Who do you trust more in the East, Liberty or somebody else?
Liberty.
Can Golden State win the series in their first year, the playoff series?
Ooh. No. They'll fall just short. Just short.
Okay. So you got them losing at the crib.
Yes.
See, here's the thing that you got to remember. It's hard to play in Valhalla. It's hard to play. It's hard to play in Valhalla. If the Valks get to the playoffs, the amount of energy that's going to be in that building is going to be crazy. They're not losing in Valhalla. Whatever that series is, it's going to go 3 because it's going to go whoever they play in Valhalla, and then whoever, it's going to go 3. They're not losing in Valhalla because listen, you're going to have so many stars out stuffing them in the building. Yeah, nah.
So this is going to sound
kind of go 3.
This going to sound kind of, what I'm not going to say strange. Right now, they be playing Vegas in the first round. I could see that versus, respectfully, Atlanta and Minnesota. I wouldn't want to play Golden State in the first round because I wouldn't. I think that's a bad matchup for both of those teams.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you have to remember about when Vegas matches up with Golden State is that we are matching up with our former defensive coordinator. She know everything about us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but them. I don't know. I guess I'm just old school in the way that
it ain't about. I did not win the series. Win the game. No. All I said is win the game. I said it goes 3. I said it goes 3. Yeah. All I said is that they win in Valhalla. I don't have them losing in San Francisco. The first game will be against whoever they playing against. If it's in Vegas, it's in Vegas. Right. That second game is in Valhalla. It's gonna be lit in San Francisco.
And everybody gonna be there.
It's gonna be lit.
Everybody gonna be there too.
Step been in the building, Bajimski's been in the building. You may see Draymond come out. I mean, you don't know who. I mean, you may see E40 out. I don't know who's coming out. It's gonna be lit in ball. It's gonna be lit in San Francisco though. Even if they only get one playoff game, you can be for sure. Hey, they hooping.
Right.
Throwing out Billings will be back, and they playing against my team, and I got us beating them, but I got them winning in Valhalla.
But like some of the comments said too, if it's Minnesota or Atlanta, you lose that second game. I mean, you got a team that has no fear because they never been there. That's a very dangerous situation to be in.
I don't believe in Minnesota at all.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, hey, if you lose, You lose that second game, Minnesota or Atlanta, you don't know. The scary part about the Valks is they have no fear. What are they afraid of? They've never been there before. Some of the players have been there, but as this collective team, they haven't been there.
The other thing though too is Natalie still has lineups that she can use that you don't have. Nobody has tape on. Letitia and me here is still a Swiss Army knife. It's still a Swiss Army knife. That's still a 1 through 5 player that y'all saw go get drop a 30 ball in the preseason.
And watching the playoffs for several years on several levels, I always give the edge to the team that has a player to say, I'm gonna give you the ball, go win this game. Go get it.
Absolutely. It's gonna definitely be a good run up to 8. It's definitely gonna be a good run up to 8. Coach, I think I gotta get ready to get out of here. What you got up for the rest of the day?
I got a lot of running around to do, a lot of work stuff going on, but hey, you all keep me balanced, keep me going. Got some more leadership stuff coming your way, connecting that with the dynamic Cess Talk Sports platform, some more coming there. And playoffs starting soon, college about to start up. It's a lot to talk about. But that's all I got up. I know you got like 19 shows today. So I'll be listening.
So we got the NFL trash talk. Hopefully you'll pop up for that. I don't know what your schedule is. We got that trash talk hour at 7. We got the breakdown coming up. We talking Hannah Hidalgo. We got Poly Sports coming up. We're gonna be talking this thing. This win now. Chicago's running on its players and the fans. Got a special rookie breakdown with J Spot this afternoon. Got the bet show. We got Minnesota Phoenix, and we got scorers and pick'ems to round off the night. So, I mean, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. We appreciate y'all pulling up, man, and starting the day with us this morning. Y'all know what I mean? If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Do not miss the next drop. Hey, if you can hear my voice, and you have an X profile, and you are not already following Cess Talk Sports, give me a follow on X. If you can hear my voice and you got a profile on Twitch and you are not following Cess Talk Sports too, make sure you give me a follow over there too. We are on a push to get our affiliates up. On those 2 platforms, so we appreciate the support. Coach, you got any more announcements before we shut this thing down?
No announcements. Take the L, leadership.
All right, y'all. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. Oh, that's right. Hey, rewatch gang. Leave a comment so we know you was here. Share this thing out, even if it's on a rewatch. Stay tuned. Talk soon. That's Coach Rose. Cess Talk Sports. Y'all have a great day.